Okay, so we're going to talk about like from $9,000 all the way to $300,000. This is a storage deal that most people will never do. And this is actually a deal one of our students did that changed my mind. Okay, so wait and walk through this. And so I want you guys to stop buying houses just for a second. I want you guys to think about leveraging larger asset classes in commercial real estate, such as self-storage. And this is something that I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but one of my students bought a 10,000 square foot storage facility, 30 units for $9,000 down. That's it. That's all what he did. And it's on track, you guys, right now to be worth $300,000 within 24 to 36 months. And so this is something that has no toilets, no tenants, no employees, and definitely more cash flow. And in self-storage, it is a very simple business. We are in the space of renting space, right? And so it is a cinder block building, concrete floor, roll-up door, and just cinder blocks on all sides, right? We are renting air. It's a very simple business. It's very hard to mess up. And so here is the truth. Most people, that are watching right now will not buy a storage facility. They will continue to talk about it and say, hey, I want to buy storage for the next 5 years. And it's because they're waiting for money. They're waiting for the right time, which there's never a right time in any market. And they're waiting to feel ready. And waiting too long, you become a talker, right? What did they call is Sally's that talk or Ted's that talk, but never do. And so I want that to sink in because I know people right now are on the sidelines and they are waiting to get into the self-storage market, into the facilities, into no toilets, no tenants, and they're just too scared to jump. And so I want to tell you a story about 𝗂𝗃. He is a student. He is incredible. He joined in June. And so he did one thing different. Only one thing. Okay. So we had a conversation. We saw it was a good match. And I was like, hey, 𝗂𝗃, let's go do this. Like, let's do the one thing, which if you have not read the book by Gary Keller, The One Thing, it is insane. It's incredible. Go read it. But the one thing, it was action every single day. Okay. And he was doing things that were outside his comfort zone that became his new normal. He was messaging 20 storage owners every single day, Monday through Friday. He has a kid, he has a wife, he has another W-2 job, you guys, and he still did this. And so he did this for 2 months straight. And what he found out was he found a deal, right? And was that deal the perfect deal, right? No. But he made the deal perfect for him. And this is what I want to kind of talk about. It was in a small town, Texas, and he lives in Virginia. Okay. So 30 units, 10,000 square feet, and he bought it for $900,000 with seller financing. So he didn't have to go to a bank. He actually went to the owner and said, hey, Mr. Owner, you own it outright. Will you be the bank? I will make payments to you. So those do two things. It allows you to cash flow faster, decrease your risk, as well as then go out there and make some more money, right? And get it done faster, like get it done. And so today it is already cash flowing. It is 70% filled up right now. And it's on track for $300,000 within 24 to 36 months. Like that is absolutely incredible. Return on your money for $9,000 down, right? And this is what changed my mindset. So this facility was in a town of 5,000 people, right? It is in a smaller third, fourth tier market, and it is completely full and has unsophisticated owners all around it. And so you guys can get in. This is the thing. You do not need all the money in the world, right? You don't need to have it all figured out. You need to have relentlessness, grit, and also being able to get uncomfortable in order to go make money, right? What do they say is like, you have to make money. You have to do incredible things to go make money. And it's not going to feel good in the very beginning. I promise you, it's not. And so that is something that we do teach in self-storage school. And this is something that I pride ourselves on is it's not all about education. It's about, let's go do the darn thing and go repeat and do it again over and over again until you make it happen. Right. So most people hear this and they're like, oh, 𝗂𝗃, this is just luck, right? I'm not like him, all the things. And I want you guys to sit and pause. Okay. And 20 messages a day on Facebook. That's it. Every day at your lunch hour can help you buy your first facility. And would you do that if you knew that you had an opportunity that would not only be able to give you $300,000 in worth in 36 months, It's a no-brainer, right? No-brainer. So you don't have to have a deal. It's not a deal problem, right? It's not a deal problem. It's an action problem that most people have when they are wanting to buy their first facility and to get into self-storage and leverage larger asset classes. Most people, don't want to do the hard thing, and they don't want to, do the saying. I know it's a song. What is it? Hard work that makes money. They dread it. And if I say I would give someone, you guys, $1,000 today, if they went out there and cold called 100 self-storage owners to get a deal under contract, the majority of the people would say no. And it's because it's uncomfortable, right? People want to stay in their zone. And so secret, you guys, number 2 that I want to talk about that made a big difference in why Bre bought his first facility within 4 months. And it was because the deal solves money. Okay. So he didn't go to a bank. He bought this facility with seller financing, and the seller financing, he put $9,000 down. Like, that's 10%. That's insane. He has flexible terms, and you don't need more money. You need a better deal. And this is the exact deal that worked for him. Okay. To get into self-storage, because then guess what? He is going to go buy like 3 other facilities in that like 1 hour radius. Okay. And so that is the absolute cheat code. The third thing that Bre did that is definitely like going to 10x him is that he's adding value, right? He's adding value, which equals profit. And in very simple forms is he's improving it over time, right? And that is the upside. And so when you look at a deal, like if you can't improve it within like 6 months to like 3 years, why would you buy it, right? We need to have some juice to squeeze, but you can also create additional revenue sources like he did. So he went out there, he got 4 more billboards around that area to put up around his facility. And those people actually pay him to advertise on his land. Okay. He put software, he put a new website in there so people can actually find him. He put cameras in for security. He actually located a local handyman around. And so he went there and found this guy who's like, pretty much like an owner. And he's like, I want to take care of this place just as much as you. And he has been doing all the hard work, right? He also has U-Haul. He has a U-Haul truck. He has 2 U-Haul trucks on his property, and they actually share. I think U-Haul takes 30% of the profit. He takes the rest, but huge. He's adding income, right? Like that is the cheat code to forcing appreciation, to improving your property and becoming a good owner operator. And so you don't need to make money when you buy, right? You need to make money when you improve. And this is something that we teach is like, you have to be a good operator and you have to spot the opportunity, negotiate it right, and then go out there and add that value to that facility, right? Don't just talk about it. And so this is a belief shift that I want you guys to go through right now is you don't need more money, right? You don't need more time. You don't need more information, all the things. Like you need an action plan. You need a community of storage owners that are stronger than Will, that will help you through that next step. And you need consistency to show up every single day to do the darn thing. And that is what is going to actually help you become a self-storage owner 10 times faster. Okay. So discomfort, you guys, is the currency of leveraging larger asset classes like self-storage and getting in to make real money. And a lot of the people, majority of people don't want to go through discomfort. And so that is why the 1% get richer, okay? Because they are willing to go through the mud in order to become something bigger and better and metamorphosize just like a butterfly, okay? So you guys, the discomfort that you feel now in the beginning becomes your new normal, and that is your new standard. And that is how you make money, okay? So, it's the calls you don't make. It's the offers you're scared to send. And I really want that to sink in is that you guys, if you don't send offers, if you're not analyzing deals, if you're not building relationships, it's very hard for you to become a storage owner. And a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines right now. I'm just going to say it how it is. Like they're stopped underwriting deals or stopped talking to brokers. They're like, I don't know what's going on. I feel the nervousness everywhere. And so you are dead in the water, just like everyone else, if you stop and put your pencils down. And so people are watching, they're learning, they're talking, and they're very much waiting. And so, but when people, actually buy deals, the people who actually buy the deals are the ones that can find these opportunities during these lower points in time when most people check out. And it's very, very true. They move when they're uncomfortable, and then they actually buy these good facilities right now so that they can take advantage. And that is literally the cheat code in this market. And so, you guys, why self-storage school? It is open, you guys, for enrollment right now. We are taking on 12 students starting April 22nd. And so we don't wait for perfection. We don't wait for all the action. We wait for nothing. No one, right? And so this is what makes us different is in 6 weeks, you're going through a 6-week boot camp to make good offers. Within 6 weeks, you are making offers. And this is the stuff that actually builds momentum to getting your first deal. I've talked to so many people that are in or have done self-storage and then they've never made an offer in a whole year. And that is absolutely ridiculous. So in order to become a storage owner, you have to do the uncomfortable things and making offers. And that is what we do. So you guys, the next cohort of self-storage school is starting very soon. And I want people to get off the sidelines because you can think about it all day long, but that is not going to make you a real wealthy storage owner. And that is our goal in storage school, is to help you become a storage owner 10 times faster. Okay. In this world, we need more storage owners that operate, that can actually scale and own multiple facilities. So it's not about the knowledge. It's not about all these things. It's having a storage community that is stronger than will. So if you guys are interested in storage school, definitely send me the word school below. I'll send you an application. We'll jump on a call and we'll see if it's a good fit.